Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. So now guys, for all of their might and all of their banditry and all of their ways, the one thing that the semi-educated or above Malami wants is the approval of the southerners, especially the Yoruba people, because out of the whole of the entirety of the Nigerian space, if you want to look to civilized conduct, then you would do best to probably look to the Yoruba space. So these people, they especially want the approval of Yoruba people, especially because they have no regard for the Igbo people, who are also civilized, by the way, but they especially look for approval from the Yoruba people. And that approval, of course, is the potent weapon that we have to hold over them. As guys, I bring you this. Nigerian Bar Association withdraws El Rufai's invitation as speaker at conference over Kaduna incidents. So yes, the Nigerian Bar Association had invited our short little man from Kaduna State to be a speaker at their conference. And of course, the one thing, because El Rufai positions himself as a thinker and an intellectual within his own region, and the thinking and intellectualism, of course, within the Nigerian space is centrally mainly focused within Lagos State, and especially amongst the Yoruba people. So of course, for him to get the green card of being an intellectual within the Nigerian space, he has to have the approval of Lagos and especially the Yoruba people. And of course, one of the pathways to that is appearing in occasions like this and speaking to laudable intellectuals like the people that will be gathered at this particular conference. So again, the headline: Nigerian Bar Association withdraws El Rufai's invitation as speaker at conference over Kaduna incident. So now let's now see how this plays out. The Nigerian Bar Association has withdrawn its invitation to Governor Nasir El Rufai of Kaduna State to speak at the association's annual general meeting. The association took the decision at its just concluded National Executive Committee meeting. NBA said it took this. The association took the decision at its just concluded National Executive Committee meeting. NBA said it took the decision so that the governor can have more time to focus on the incidents in southern parts of Kaduna. Several Nigerian lawyers had in the past days registered their discontent over the decision of the leadership of the NBA to include Governor El Rufai as a guest speaker in the conference. The conference holds from August the 26th to August the 29th. The conference holds from August the 26th to August the 29th. Others billed to speak at the session include Yemsom Wike, governor of Rivers State, Peter Obi, the former governor of Anambra State, and vice presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party at the 2019 election, Tunde Bakare, cleric and chairman, African Advisory Council of Royal Commonwealth Society. Let me just pause there for a moment. Tunde Bakare was not the presidential or the vice presidential candidate of the PDP for 2019. Certainly not. That was Peter Obi. So I think maybe that was a lost in sequence. So we carry on. Obi is a Kweseli, an activist and former minister, and Sulamatu Sulaiman, immediate past ECOWAS Commissioner for Political Affairs, Peace and Security. Other speakers at the conference include Vice President Yemi Oshibanjo, Femi Gbajabiamila, Speaker of the House of Representatives, and Tanko Mohammed, Chief Justice of Nigeria, Olusegun Obasanjo, a former president, Ike Ikerimadu, former Deputy Senate President, and Abubakar Malami, The association took the decision at its just concluded National Executive Committee meeting. NBA said it took the decision so that the governor can have more time to focus on the incidents in southern parts of Kaduna. Several Nigerian lawyers had in the past days registered their discontent over the decision of the leadership of the NBA to include Governor El Rufai as a guest speaker in the conference. The conference holds from August the 26th to August the 29th. Others billed to speak at the session include Yemsem Wike, Governor of Rivers State, Peter Obi, the former governor of Anambra State, and vice presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party at the 2019 election, Tunde Bakare, cleric and chairman, African Advisory Council of Royal Commonwealth Society. Obi Ezekwesili, an activist and former minister, and Sulamatu Sulaiman, immediate past ECOWAS Commissioner for Political Affairs, Peace and Security. Other speakers at the conference include Vice President Yemi Oshibanjo, Femi Gbajabiamila, Speaker of the House of Representatives, and Tanko Mohammed, Chief Justice of Nigeria, Olusegun Obasanjo, a former president, Ike Ikerimadu, former deputy Senate president, and Abubakar Malami. So the high and mighty within the Nigerian space all are present and complete, at least as it stands at the moment. The high and mighty at the moment within the Nigerian space are all invited, but our little man from Kaduna State, he can continue to stay in Kaduna State and continue with his Fulani headsmen. So this is now the development now within the Nigerian space. Firm dismissal from the Nigerian Bar Association, and by extension the southern part of Nigeria, because of course the weight of the Nigerian Bar Association is to the southern part of Nigeria, because of course all the intellectuals, a good 80% of them are in the southern part, and a good 80-90% of the lawyers in the country are from the southern part. So a firm dismissal that go with your Jamja weeds, but do not come near us here, because we do not approve of your kind, is effectively what the Nigerian Bar Association is saying. So I shall be doing back-to-back videos on this particular topic. I might well match them into one. So this video that you're watching now, it might well extend on and on, or it could be a different video to follow it on. I have not yet made that decision, but I'll run this one off here, and one might well be tagged on at the back end of it or not. But conversations in the comment section is what I am inviting. Come share thoughts. Our little man from Kaduna State has been dismissed out of hand. Come tell me what you think in the comment section. Click on the red subscribe button so it turns gray. The bell button notifies you every time I drop a new video. Click on like as well, because that helps with the YouTube algorithm. Once you've done the clickings, then come join me in the comment section to engage in a conversation on this particular subject matter. So I'll leave you here. Carry this conversation on with you in the comment section, but here I say peace. Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. So now guys, staying with the El Rufai dismissed by the Nigerian Bar Association matter, dismissed of course because they have withdrawn their invitation for him to come and speak at their conference. So the fallout of that continues unabated, as guys I bring you this. El Rufai lacks moral right to address lawyers. Falana writes, MBA. So Femi Falana, of course, all matters legal, he has an opinion on it, and is first to the cameras to voice them. And here he is voicing his opinion on this matter as per his want. Again, the headline, El Rufai lacks moral right to address lawyers. Falana writes NBA. So now let's now see what the SAN said to the NBA. Femi Falana, popular activist lawyer, has said that Governor Nasir El-Rufai of Kaduna State lacks the moral right to speak at the 60th Nigerian Bar Association NBA conference. Falana said El-Rufai has a penchant of disobeying court orders right from when he was a minister of the Federal Capital Territory, FCT. He explained that El-Rufai's action was inconsistent with the rules of NBA. The activist lawyer stated this in a letter to the NBA's Technical Committee, Conference Planning Committee. Galima's letter reads partly. So I don't know who Galima is, but Galima's letter reads partly. You will agree with us that Malam El-Rufai's penchant for disobeying court orders is inconsistent with the aims and objectives of the Nigerian Bar Association, which includes promotion of rule of law. El-Rufai was built to be one of the speakers at the NBA conference scheduled for March the 26th to March the 29th, 2020. However, his inclusion led to outrage and backlash even on social media. Nigerians and lawyers cited his comments on Southern Kaduna incidents, alleged disdain for court orders, amongst others. Following the condemnation by Nigerians, NBA had bowed to pressure and withdrew El-Rufai's invitation. So Falana chimes in, and of course, Get Lost is always Falana's commentary to the likes of Nasir El-Rufai, some jumped up little upstart from Kaduna State, who is hiding under daddy's wings because, of course, his popsy, his pops is Daddy O. Malam Buhari is the president, so he feels he can run amok, and run amok he has been doing since 2015, but not at the NBA conference, apparently, and according to the lawyers in Nigeria. Conversations in the comment section. Femi Falana posts the smackdown on El-Rufai, and a round of applause from me. What does he get from you? Come share thoughts. But before you do that, click on the red subscribe button so it turns gray. The bell button notifies you every time I drop a new video. Click on like as well, because that helps with the YouTube algorithm. Once you've done the clickings, come join me then in the comment section. Come tell me what you're making of this palaver. So I'll leave you here. Carry this conversation on with you in the comment section. But here I say peace. Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. So now guys, Nasir El-Rufai of Kaduna State responds to the ongoing palaver with the Nigerian Bar Association, and here is what he has to say. As guys, I bring you this. Governor El-Rufai blows hot as NBA cancels his invitation to conference. So of course it's not one for taking it lying down, and taking it lying down he is not, as he responds. Again, Governor El-Rufai blows hot as NBA cancels his invitation to conference. So now let's now see what our Kaduna State governor has to say. The governor of Kaduna State, Nasir El-Rufai, has said the withdrawal of his invitation to speak at this year's Nigerian Bar Association conference is an unfortunate embrace of injustice. El-Rufai said this in a statement signed by his spokesman, Muyiwa Adekeye, on Thursday. The NBA withdrew the invitation following protest from some lawyers. However, El-Rufai in the statement insisted that he will continue to offer his opinion on critical issues in the country, and his voice will not be silenced. Whilst the decision about who speaks at its event is clearly the NBA's, Malam El-Rufai wishes to make clear that he did not seek the platform and is not agitated that he has one less speaking engagement. However, the circumstances of the last few days warrant some comments that a professional organization has elected to endorse a one-sided narrative on a profound national issue is something that its member may wish to reflect upon. For an association whose bread and butter is about justice to make a ruling based on the stringency of people who lampoon judicial processes against certain individuals without hearing the other side is odd. It bears noting that in its response to pressure, the NBA leadership has signaled an unfortunate embrace of injustice, unfairness, absence of fair hearing, and total disregard for the rule of law. The statement reads. So El Rufai now, of course, accusing the Nigerian Bar Association of not allowing him to come to their party. Perhaps he should just head to Aso Rock and report them to his daddy. No doubt the daddy will send the DSS after the Nigerian Bar Association and go lock them up for being disrespectful to his son or whatever. You know, disrespecting the president is a crime now within the Nigerian state. This is what they are using to hold what is his name, Showore. So disrespecting mini daddy, small daddy, which is El Rufai, of course, must equally be egregious to the system as well. So all El Rufai needs to do is to go to his daddy in Aso Rock and report that these NBA people to his daddy, that they are not allowing him to come and play with them, and I'm sure he will send Yusuf Bichi after them to go and do the necessary. Conversations in the comment section. Our short little man in Kaduna State is now a crybaby because the Nigerian Bar Association are not inviting him to their party. Come share thoughts, but before you do that, click on the red subscribe button so it turns gray. The bell button notifies you every time I drop a new video. Then click on the like button as well, because that helps with the YouTube algorithm. Once you've done the clickings, come tell me then what you're making of this rather laughable statement that has been issued by El Rufai via his Yoruba spokesperson. So you can see the subplot of that in there as well, which is inbuilt. That did not pass me by the way. So I'll meet you in the comment section and I'll leave you here, but here I say peace.